about shopping for their political brides and grooms. Just a few days after hinting at a possible alliance with Senators Moses Wetangula and Gideon Moi and ANC leader Musalia Mudavadi, Wiper boss Kalonzo Musyoka has poured out his heart to ODM leader Raila Odinga. Kalonzo now claiming he does not need any endorsement from Odinga in the race for the presidency in 2022. But as they say, politics is a game of numbers, and tonight we take a look at the 2022 game plan beyond the numbers. With the 2022 presidential elections around the corner, presidential hopefuls are yet again on their toes to find their perfect match to help them clinch the coveted seat. And as others build the ground base in seeking endorsements, Wiper Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka has told off ODM leader Raila Odinga, confessing on his absence from Uhuru Park in January 2018 when Odinga declared himself the people's president.
Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka anatafuta endorsement ya Mwenyezi Mungu peke yake. I don't believe in these political debts. I did what I did to make this country better. How would I have participated in a mock, illegal, unconstitutional oath?
ANC party leader Musalia Mudavadi has also lashed out at Odinga. In a statement to newsrooms, Mudavadi claims Odinga duped them into supporting him in 2017, alleging that pulling out of the repeat elections in 2018 was a prearranged scheme to leverage on at the negotiation table with President Uhuru Kenyatta. This comes a few days after Kalonzo Musyoka, Musalia Mudavadi, Ford Kenya's Moses Wetangula, and KANU's Gideon Moi hinted at a possible alliance. However, the three called on Odinga to back one of them, claiming to have sacrificed a lot for Raila's presidency. Odinga, without mentioning names, has however said that he shall not pay attention to any request by people who want to extend their political mileage and that is not politically indebted to anyone. The ODM boss accused politicians of abandoning him at his hour of need, citing his mock swearing in as the people's president after President Uhuru Kenyatta was declared winner of the 2017 general election.
Musalia has invested 10 political years in him. Kalonzo has invested 10 political years in him. Kati ya sisi watatu tumeinvest in our brother Raila 30 political years.
If Kalonzo Musyoka has the backing of the Eastern Bloc, and then he's seeking to work with a region that has 3 heavyweights, then one would assume that he would stand more to gain. Because if he had the Eastern Bloc on his own, and you are going to a region where there are 3 who are likely to divide, it would be more natural for them to back him. And I think that's the calculation as an option.
But in what seems like replacing his longtime team players, ODM leader Raila Odinga recently met Makueni Governor Kivutha Kibwana and former UNCTAD boss Mukhisa Kitui, both of whom have expressed interest in the top seat.
Like now Mukhisa has come on board, and there are jitters within ANC because ANC had decided that they are going to run for the 2022 election on a single platform of the economy. But unfortunately, they have found somebody who is more eloquent in not just articulating the nature of the economic problem in the country, but also elaborating solutions for the problem. And that is what is causing them jitters, because for them, they only trained their candidates to parrot the word economy, 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 and over-elaboration of the problem without giving us solutions.
The coming together or the announcement of a working relationship between the 4 gentlemen obviously may have triggered, the former Prime Minister Raila Odinga and others to say, okay, fine. So if that's what you're gonna do, we also have a game. So and in a way, so the game is a game of cards.
Mudavadi, Wetangula and Musyoka in 2013, during their alliance with Odinga through their political vehicle, the Coalition for Reforms and Democracy (CORD), garnered 5.3 million votes, accounting for 44% of the votes cast. In 2017, under their new outfit, the National Super Alliance NASA Coalition, the 4 tried their shot at the presidency again, this time managing a whopping 6.7 million votes. But taking a dip into the NASA 2017 vote basket, the Ukambani region accounted for more than 968,000 of the 6.7 million votes, with Mudavadi and Wetangula bringing a joint consolidated 1.2 million Western Kenya votes to the table. However, Odinga enjoys a good support in the 4 counties of Western Kenya, Kakamega, Vihiga, Busia and Bungoma. But according to political analysts, Odinga's influence in the region could have contributed to the Mudavadi-Wetangula power play in the region.
For some reason, people in Western Kenya have not registered themselves as voters. But when you look at the population, they have a huge population. And if the current leadership of Western Kenya would be able to motivate people to register as voters, and they register the way people in Mount Kenya register, then they would have quite a force.
With President Uhuru Kenyatta's political marriage with his deputy William Ruto hitting the rocks, Odinga and his aides could be counting on the fallout. But the deputy president has chided the looming alliances, terming them tribal and divisive. And given Kenya's troubled ethnic politics, he believes his hustler narrative is just what Kenya needs.
Kila mtu wako na track record ama namna gani? Kwani mtu atapigiwa kura kwa sababu ya sura? Hapana, mtu anapigiwa kura kwa sababu ya kazi bwana. Tunataka kubadilisha siasa ya Kenya. Hatutaki kuendelea na kupiga kura kwa mirengo kwa sababu ya kabila ama kwa sababu ya chuki ama kwa sababu ya migawanyiko. Hapana.
Ruto hopes to command a 3.3 million vote-rich backyard in the Rift Valley, although Baringo Senator Gideon Moi's alliance with Western Kenya leaders could split the rift. The 3.3 million votes counting the perceived Ruto strongholds, save for Nakuru and Laikipia counties, whose voting patterns largely depend on the Mount Kenya region.
Obviously, the Rift Valley bloc with Gideon Moi, with William Ruto, will be a divided vote for sure.
As the search for alliances continues, Kenya's political arena remains a battleground not so fit for the faint-hearted. Now, if you happen to take a